Okay, Asia session done. Took one trade on AUD/USD. AUD/USD, higher time frame breakout levels all bearish. Peak bias both bearish as well. Last month closed as an outside month, faked out the low, faked out the high, and closed inside. Last price action on the monthly is a fake out of the previous month high. We're below the monthly breakout level, faking out that previous month high. This tells me that the monthly is in breakout continuation. So we broke out below previous month low right here. Faking out the low is a breakout reversal. Getting above the previous month high underneath that breakout level is a counter trend breakout. But if the counter trend breakout fails, it turns it into a breakout continuation. So breakout continuations tell me that the peak is not locked in, and I would expect price to continue on and form a new peak. So monthly traders have bearish bias. Weekly traders also have bearish bias. It's a bearish breakout week, and we're below the weekly breakout level. So 2 time frame alignment on the weekly and the monthly. I'm looking for sells on the daily. Daily close, bearish breakout day. We're below the daily breakout level, and we're also below the H8 breakout level. So lots of 2 time frame alignment in the market. I'm looking for continuation setups. So I'm looking for this. We have higher time frames pushing down. I want to see a retracement to the high of the day, faking out the H8 high underneath the daily breakout level, and I want to take it down to the previous day low. So 7 a.m., this is the start of my session, Tokyo Open. Didn't see what I wanted over here. So if I don't see anything that I like in that first hour of Asia, then I skip that second hour because it's right before the H4 open, and I wait until 9 a.m. where the H4 bar opens. So I waited until the H4 bar opens, and I saw that it closed in bullish breakout. So I always love to see breakout bars because this tells me that the market is moving. Higher time frames all pushing down. The trend bias is also pushing down. And best swing points always have a run-up of breakout bars. So this is actually ideal. If I see a bullish breakout bar with higher time frames in a strong bearish trend, I consider this a retracement. And I'm essentially looking for a fake out of that H4 high to take this down. So on the M15, I trade the H8 momentum. So if I want to trade H4, I drop down to the M10. So again, what I want to see on this M10, I want to see a fake out of the H4 high. And that happened almost immediately. So right as the H4 opened, price came up, faked out the H4 high. So faking out that H4 high, this is a first sign of a reversal, but that reversal is not confirmed until we get below the H4 breakout level. So you can see there's still plenty of room until I have confirmation of this reversal. So I have a reversal here. I'm looking for a reversal, but I can't take this on the H4. So I drop down to lower time frames. If I'm trading the H4, I use the H1 as the momentum time frame. So this is the momentum structure chart. If I'm trading an H4 move, in this case, we faked out the H4 high, I want to see H1 flip bearish. If the H1 flips bearish on an H4 bullish move, there's a good chance that the H4 will start to flip bearish as well. So I trade this on the M3 time frame. So once I saw this fake out of the H4 high, I dropped down to the M3 to time the reversal. So here on the M3, this is the H4 levels, and I'm trading the H1 momentum. I want to see the exact same setup. I want to see a fake out of the H1 high, first sign of a reversal, but that reversal is not confirmed until we get below the breakout level. So this is a simple entry pattern right here. These are the patterns that I like to trade. It's my simple entry pattern. The reversal, I want to see a breakout of the H1 high. Faking out the H1 high is a breakout reversal. Once we flip the breakout level, this is a false breakout. So this would be my first entry. Second entry is when we get below a previous H1 low below that breakout level. This is a trend reversal entry. So exact same as the momentum cycles here. Breaking out, getting below that breakout level is a false breakout. This is the first entry. Second entry is a trend reversal. Breaking below the previous low, below that breakout level. So that's exactly what happened. Broke out above the high, faking out the high, breakout reversal, and then getting below is my first entry. So I've updated the indicator. I've changed the way that the trigger bars work. Now the trigger bars, these arrows here, these are perfect entries that follow my simple entry patterns as well as the complex entry patterns. Hold on a second. Okay, so these arrows, these entry bars now follow those entry patterns. And this first one you can see at the top there is an H1 false breakout. So this was the first entry that I wanted to take. There was no continuation, but once there was continuation, then I got triggered in. So on these moves, tight stops, high of the structure, and I want to take it down to that previous day low. But the H4 breakout level is right here. So this was the first target. Second target is down at the previous day low. There's no guarantee that this H4 will just break. So this is why I was looking at this level. But my real target is at previous day low because I still believe on the daily, when I'm trading, that breakout continuations tell me that the peak's not locked in. So I do want to see if this move will continue on down. So that was the first entry. And then the second entry, the indicator tells me exactly where it is, that trend reversal, H1 trend reversal. You can see there right at the top. And this was the second entry. One bar stop. This one continued on. So I took this one. And again, I wanted to take this down to that previous day low. But price started to reverse right at that H4 breakout level. So there's actually another one right above here. So my target was over here. So once price started to reverse, then I exited my position. So took about, when price started to reverse here, about 2R there, and then another 2R, so about 4R on this move. And that's it. I'm still bearish on this, but can't take it right now. We've already flipped that H1 breakout level. I need to see price. I need to see that H1 flip again before I'm interested to enter again. H4 is closing in 1 hour. So again, I don't trade right before those bar opens. So I'm going to wait for the next H4 bar before I look for another position. But my session's already done, so I'm not going to be looking for anything else until London. And that's it. So I took that trade, 4R in Asia. Nice trade in Asia. This actually might continue on down. I might enter again. But let's see. I only trade when there's two markets open at the same time, and Sydney and Tokyo actually close in about 5 minutes. But if I do have an entry right at that open, then I don't mind taking it another 15 or so minutes. But I do have to be careful because the H8, H4, and H2 all open 1 hour later. So maybe I'll skip this one. But the idea is I'm still bearish on AU. Okay, so that's it. Didn't take anything else. I was also looking at UJ. Sells, but it happened too early. And actually, I think this is bullish now, if I'm not mistaken. My bias here. So we already flipped the H4. The trend is now pushing up. I think the H8 was also pushing up. So we actually have mixed bias here on UJ. I could see this going anywhere at the moment, but I think overall I'm still bearish based off the higher time frames. Yeah. But didn't set up for me in Asia. So, or actually it did set up, but too early for me. 7 a.m. is when I was looking, but the setup to take it down was about 30 minutes or so before. Could have taken it at that time, but yeah, I wasn't watching it at that time. So now I need to see what's going to happen right here at these breakout levels. Might continue back up. If it flips these breakout levels, then I'll be looking to take sells. Yep. So that's it. 4R on Aussie USD, and now waiting for London.